A very good morning, students. Today we will be going to discuss physics, some time graphs of class 9th. First is distance time graph. Now, the geometrical relationship between the distance traveled by a body and the time taken is called distance time graph. It means a body travels some distance in some time. That some distance and some time is basically calculated in distance time graph. The geometrical relationship, what this word means, the geometrical relationship means when we take distance on some axis like x or y and time on other axis. If I take distance on y axis, I'll take time on x axis. That axis, that taking that relationship, when we'll keep that distance on one axis and the time on the other axis, that distance, that relationship is called geometrical relationship or geometrical representation. The slope of distance time graph is equal to the speed of the moving body. Now, what is the slope? I'll show you in this figure. This is y-axis and x-axis. This I'll take distance on y-axis and time on x-axis. And this basically this red line is the slope of the graph. Now we will get the speed from this slope of the graph. Okay, this speed. We'll get the speed from the slope of the graph. When we get the slope of the graph, it means we'll get the speed of the graph. We'll get the speed. Now, thus the speed of the moving body can be obtained from its distance time graph. It means if I'll get the slope of the graph, definitely I'll get the speed of the graph too. The distance time graph of a body can be drawn by plotting the total distance traveled by the body on y-axis and the time on, here it comes x-axis. I'm very sorry. I'll correct this, and the PDF which is given in the description box, you will find there, it will be corrected. I'm very sorry for this. Here it is x-axis. Here you have to take x because I take distance traveled on y-axis and time on x-axis. Okay. Now, the shape of the graph depends upon the nature of the motion of the body. Now, what is the nature of the motion? Means a body is at rest, a body is in uniform motion, a body is in non-uniform motion. What it is, that basically comes under the nature of the motion. If you see, you will see if the body is in rest, the shape of the graph is something different. If it is in uniform speed, the graph will be something different. And if it is a non-uniform, the graph will be something different. So that's why here I have mentioned the distance time graph of a body, and the three conditions are described below. There are three conditions. First one is when the body is at rest. When second is when the body is moving with the uniform speed, and the third is when body is moving with a non-uniform speed. We will discuss the first one, distance time graph for a body at rest. Okay, what it means when the body at rest? Basically, what it means, it means if a body is at, I'll give an example here. See, with the diagram, my body here is, the body is at 15 meters from reference point. What is this reference point? Where will start the y-axis and where will start the x-axis? The meeting point of y and x is called the reference point. The body I have kept the body at 15 meters, and if I'll take, if I calculate it, if I see that body after 1 second, it is at same 15 meters. If I see 2 seconds, it is same at 15. If I see 3 seconds, it is same at 15. That is why it means the body is at rest. The body is not in motion. The body is not changing its position. Okay. Now we will describe here when a body does not change its position relative to fixed reference point, it is said to be state of rest. It means when the body, where I kept the body, it remains same. It remains after 1 hour at the same point. It remains after 2 hours at the same point. This condition is called when the body is kept at rest. Okay. Now let us consider a body at a distance of 15 meters from a reference point O. If the body is at rest, it will remain at the same distance at all the times. What this line means? It means the body will remain at 15 meters after change in the time after some other durations of the time. Like if I see that body at 15 meters, which is kept at 15 meters. Let's suppose at 1 second it is at 15 meter, at 2 seconds it is also at 15 meter, at 3 seconds it is also at 15 meter. It means the body will remain at the same distance at all times. Okay, now the distance time graph of a body is a straight line parallel to time axis. Why it is parallel to time axis? Because the body is at rest. So this line represent 15 meters. Why I have drawn this line? Because this whole line represent 15 meters from the reference point. If I take time 1 second, it will add the 15 meters. At 2 seconds it is at 15 meters. At 3 seconds it is at 15 meters. Okay, that is why this line shows a straight line parallel to time axis. This is basically the graph. This is basically the slope of our distance time graph when the body is at rest. Okay, now we will take B, distance time graph for a body moving with a uniform speed. Okay, see, basically what uniform means when a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to have uniform speed. Uniform means equal distance and equal interval of time, that comes under uniform. Okay, when a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to have uniform speed. Now if I take a body, it is at 1 meter, and at that time a body covers 1 meter in 10 seconds, then a body covers 2 meter in 20 seconds. It means it is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time. Okay, all the graph fall on the straight line, which makes an angle with x-axis. This graph is also a straight line as in rest. Also rest, and when the body is at rest, it is also have the straight line, and in uniform motion it is also a straight line. But the difference is that when the body is at rest, the straight line is parallel to x-axis, and here the straight line is making an angle with x-axis. The difference is that. Okay, thus the distance time graph of a body moving with a non-uniform speed is a straight line making an angle with x-axis. I'll explain this diagram how the body is making an angle with x-axis. Suppose here this is the O is the reference point, this is the y-axis distance traveled, here is the time axis. Okay, a body travels 1 meter in 10 seconds, so I draw this line. It travels only 1 meter, so I make this point here. This is the intersection point. Now the body covers the distance of 2 meter then in 20 seconds. So here again I just completed that. 2 meters 20 seconds, I join this point. 3 meter 30 seconds, 4 meter 40 seconds. Now I got the points of intersection of the distance, meeting point of the distance and time. I joined all these points. I'll get the slope of the distance time graph. This straight line is parallel to x-axis. Now we will discuss third, distance time graph for a body moving with a non-uniform speed. Basically, what is a non-uniform speed? When a body moving with the non-uniform speed covers unequal distances in equal interval of time. Equal intervals means the time interval will remain same. The gap in time will be the same, but the distance will be unequal. It is that a body covers unequal distances in equal interval of time, that comes under non-uniform speed. Okay, now due to this the body has a curve. The body creates a curve. The distance time graph of a body moving with a non-uniform speed is a curve. Now there are two kinds of curve we have described. First one is the increasing curve and second one is the decreasing curve. We will get the increasing curve when the speed increases with time, and we will get the decreasing curve when the speed decreases with time. Now I have described it in below also. You will get back to know when we move downwards. The shape of the distance time graph for a body moving with a non-uniform speed depends upon two ways of the body changes with time. Now first one is the when speed increases with time. Okay, first one is when speed increases with time. See the graph. Here the graph is basically, this is y-axis distance and this is time, you know already. Now we will start with explaining. I'll start with explaining the diagram. Here I have taken distance on y-axis and time on x-axis. Now we have equal interval of time. See, 10 second, 20 second, 30 second. It means the increase of 10 seconds at every point. Okay, the time is increasing in equal intervals. Now if I'll see distance, see, at the very first it covers 1 meter in 10 seconds, then 1.5 meter in 20 seconds, then direct 4 meter in 30 seconds, then again 7 meters in 40 seconds. Now if I join all these intersecting points of time and distance, it is a increasing, basically increasing curve. I'll explain here also the distance time graph for a moving body with the increasing non-uniform speed, a curve whose slope increases with time, which is shown in figure. I have also written here unequal distances and equal interval of time. Now second one is when speed decreases with time. If I take here, if I calculate this distance and time, see, at the very first it took 2.5 meters in 10 seconds, a huge distance. After that it took 4 meter, again at there is 0.5 decreasing, then only 1 meter increase 5 meter, then again 1 meter, after that only 0.5 meter. This graph means this graph is the decreasing graph, because at very first it is 2.5, after that 2 more meter increases, then 1 meter. It means there is a fall, draw fall. First 2.5, then 2, then 1, then 1, then 0.5 only. It means the slope is on decreasing, the speed is decreasing. The distance time graph for a body moving with decreasing non-uniform speed is the curve whose slope is decreasing. Slope means basically here speed, whose speed is decreasing. Now we will calculate speed from distance time graph. Okay, it is very easy, you have to find that. This calculation of the speed of a body from distance time graph is explained below. Now there are two conditions again. Calculation of speed of a body at rest. When the body is rest, we know there is the speed time of the body as is shown in the figure. This slope we already got to know at the previous section, that I have drawn distance on this axis and time on this axis. Here S represent, just say likewise they represent 15 meter. I have kept the body there at 15 meters. I have kept here body at S. Okay, the distance S. So if I take at time t1, the body is at S. If I take time t2, the body is at S. So this line describes the bodies at S. Why I have kept the name A and B? Because I saw and draw a line at time t1 and time t2 to find how much distance it has traveled. Basically I have to find how much distance it has traveled, so that's why I draw a line from time t1 and time t2. I name them as A and A dash, B and B dash. Distance is same. From 0 to S is distance is same, S and S. That is why I have mentioned here S and S. Okay, from this graph, distance of the body from the origin, I have to calculate from origin. This O means origin. Okay, from O to T1 कितना है distance O से T1 तक? From O to T1 it is AA dash. Okay, AA dash, which is means S. Now distance of the body from the origin at time t2, t2 पे कितना है? B dash. B dash also represent S. If I calculate now distance traveled by the body, what it is means? It means B dash minus AA dash. Distance, I have to find this distance. These are the distances. इन दोनों को minus करूँगी तो I will get the distance ना. B dash minus AA dash is equal to S minus S is equal to 0. क्योंकि S में से S गया तो कुछ नहीं. डिस्टेंस कितना ट्रेवल किया उसने? 0 ट्रेवल किया. टाइम इंटरवल कितना है? T2 माइनस T1. यस, टाइम तो चला है, टाइम तो हुआ है T2 से T1 तक, तो T1 से T2 तक टाइम गया ही है, तो मुझे T2 में से T1 माइनस करना है. तो आई विल फाइंड. अब मुझे स्पीड कैसे मिलेगी? स्पीड का फॉर्मूला क्या है? डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड अपॉन टाइम टेकन. डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड है 0, टाइम है T2 minus T1, which is also equals to 0. So thus the speed of the body at rest is 0. Now calculation of speed of a body moving with a uniform speed. We already know the graph, the distance time graph for a moving with the distance time graph for a body moving with the uniform speed is a straight line making an angle with x-axis. Okay, starting how I will make a diagram. First distance, I'll take distance and time, then I draw 2 points d1 and d2. Okay, at t1 and t2, at distance d1 it took time t1, so I draw a line only this to this c point तक की line है, उसके आगे line नहीं है, वो मैंने आगे draw करी है. Then see t1 I draw both the points I just dotted here, I just mentioned here only. Then d2 it took time t2. Okay, after that what I do, I just joined, I'll make a straight line, I just draw a red line. After that, if I have to calculate a speed, after that, after making this red line, after drawing this red line, to calculate my speed, what I do, I'll just draw this at point C, I just draw this dotted line again till B. Okay, I name them A, B and C. I name them as theta also because it is making a line with x-axis. That is why I named it as theta. Okay, got that point, got that diagram. We will move ahead. Now let the body at time t1 be at a distance, be at a distance d1. It means let the body at time t1 distance at d1 and time t2 it is a body at a distance of d2. Okay, from graph distance traveled by the body is d2 minus d1. See here the graph is d2 minus d1 distance traveled, d2 minus d1 किसके बराबर है, ab के बराबर है. And here d2 minus d1 ab and t2 minus time taken t2 minus t1 किसके बराबर है, bc के बराबर है. ओके, फ्रॉम डेफिनेशन स्पीड कैसे मिलेगा, डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम से मिलेगा, यानी ab अपॉन bc से मिलेगा मुझे स्पीड. सी ab अपॉन bc से, अगर मैं इस ab अपॉन bc को देखूँ तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा, अगर मैं इस ab दिस AB अपॉन बी सी तो मुझे क्या ट्रायंगल में से मिलेगा, AC. दैट इज माई स्लोप ऑफ द ग्राफ, दैट इज द स्पीड. स्लोप इज डिफाइंड एज द स्पीड ऑफ द ग्राफ. हमें ट्रायंगल का पता है, अगर हम बेस अपॉन हाइट लेके चलते हैं तो हमें हाइपोटेन्यूज मिलता है जिसे हम स्लोप भी बोलते हैं. ओके, तो यहाँ से मुझे मिल गया, मैंने डिस्टेंस की जगह d2 माइनस d1, वो मुझे ऑलरेडी ऊपर पता है d2 माइनस d1 कितना ab एंड t2 माइनस t1 इज bc. बट आई ऑलरेडी नो दैट ab अपॉन bc इज द स्लोप ऑफ द स्ट्रेट लाइन एंड स्लोप ऑफ द स्ट्रेट लाइन इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द स्पीड ऑफ द बॉडी विच इज इक्वल टू द स्लोप ऑफ द डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ फॉर दैट बॉडी. ओके, now we will move towards displacement time graph. Displacement time graph is totally similar to distance time graph. There is not such big difference. You will see that there is no difference at all. Now distance time graph of a body at rest. Let us consider a body at a distance d from a reference point in a particular direction as shown in figure. देखिए आप, ये फिगर भी बिल्कुल सेम है जैसे हमने पीछे डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ में बनाई थी और इसकी एक्सप्लेनेशन भी वैसे ही सेम है, बिल्कुल कोई फ़र्क नहीं है इन दोनों में. आपने यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस की जगह डिस्प्लेसमेंट ले लिया, डी डिस्प्लेसमेंट ले लिया बिकॉज बॉडी रेस्ट पे है तो मैं एक ही पॉइंट लूँगी. एंड देन दिस इज़ द स्ट्रेट लाइन. मैंने ए बी रिप्रेजेंट किया है कि टाइम t1 और t2 को, इस वजह से इनको ए डैश लिया है और इसको बी डैश लिया है. यहाँ पे वहाँ हमने s लिया था, यहाँ मैंने d और d लिया है. ठीक है, एट टाइम 0 डिस्प्लेसमेंट d है, टाइम t1 पे भी डिस्प्लेसमेंट d है, टाइम t2 पे भी डिस्प्लेसमेंट d है. दस देयर इज़ नो चेंज इन द डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द बॉडी विद टाइम. For a body at rest, the displacement time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. We will write velocity of the body at rest is equal to displacement of displacement during interval of time upon interval of time. यानी d minus d upon t2 minus t1. Zero है, d में से d से zero ही होगा upon t2. It means that the velocity of the distance, the velocity of the body at a rest is 0. Now velocity time graph. इस velocity time graph को थोड़ा सा ध्यान से समझिएगा. वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ, आप पहले इस डायग्राम को देखिए. बेसिकली हमने वाई एक्सिस पे वेलोसिटी लिया है या आप स्पीड ले सकते हैं, इट्स होली सोली योर विश. एंड ऑन एक्स एक्सिस वी हैव टेकन एज टाइम इन सेकेंड्स एंड वेलोसिटी इन मीटर पर सेकेंड. वाई एक्सिस आई हैव टेकन द बॉडी ट्रेवल्स 0.1 distance 0.1 meter per second in 2 seconds and body covers 0.2 in 4 seconds and 0.3 in 6 seconds and 0.4 in 8 seconds. I have shown here, we have taken time on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. We have taken time as 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds and 8 seconds, and the corresponding speed, corresponding का मतलब क्या होता है, corresponding means if I take 2 I have to take 0.1, if I have to take 4 its corresponding point is 0.2, if I have to take 6 the corresponding is 0.3, and if I have to take 8 the corresponding is 0.8, which is shown in the figure given below. Now at time t, at 2 seconds of interval time, so at 2 seconds of interval of time, the speed of body is 0.1, and for 4 seconds of interval of time, the speed of body is 0.2. When we join all these points, we'll get a straight line, and when we see a straight line, it means the velocity is increasing uniformly. Uniformly means equal distances in equal interval of time. When a body covers equal distances in equal interval of time, here it is not distance, here it is velocity. When equal velocity is covered in equal intervals of time, it means velocity is increasing uniformly, and as well as the change in velocity with respect to time is constant. So from this point of time, we can see from this graph we will get 2 points. Now it means we'll get 2 points. Velocity increases uniformly and change in velocity is constant. Okay. Now we know that change in velocity upon time is equal to acceleration. So from this point we know we have acceleration. Why? I'll let you know. Here acceleration is equal to slope of VT graph. I'll let you know. See, when we take distance on the y-axis and time on the x-axis, the slope is defined as the speed. The slope will give us the speed. Now when we take velocity or speed on the y-axis and time on the x-axis, we'll get acceleration with the help of the slope. This is the difference. That is why here the slope of the VT graph will give us acceleration. Now slope of the VT graph, we have the formula. What is the formula? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. It means I can take any 2 points on y-axis as y2 and y1, and corresponding those 2 points I have to take corresponding on x-axis. That is called as time graph. I'll make you see on this. See here. See, I have to take any 2 points. I can take 2, I can take 4, I can take 6, I can take 8. I can take any 2 points on x-axis as x1 and x2. But the thing is, if I take 8 as x2, I have to take corresponding point of this 8. I have to take, it means 0.4 as y2. If I take 4 as x1, I have to take corresponding point 0.2 as x1. I have to remember this 2 point. Okay, now I have taken any 2 points. See, I have written take any 2 points on any 2 point in x-axis as y2 and y1, and take any 2 points as on x-axis as x1 and x2. So I have taken y1 as 0.2 and y2 as 0.2. I have taken the corresponding point as x1 as 2 and x2 as 4. Now I put all these values 0.1, 0.2, 2 and 4 in this equation. So I'll get the slope, I'll get the acceleration as 0.05 meter per second. From this I will calculate the acceleration. Now second point is displacement or distance traveled. Please try to listen here more properly, because we have some numericals which are based on this point, where we have to find the area of the graph, or sometimes we have to find the distance traveled through with the help of the graph. So we have to follow this point. See, very first try to understand this diagram. जो ऊपर वाली डायग्राम थी सेम वैसी ही डायग्राम है. What I did, I took 2 points on x-axis. I took this 2 point, this 2 seconds and A, this 6 second as B. ठीक है. So I took this 2. This 0.1 is the corresponding point of 2. So I took this point as D. I named them 0.1 as D. Here this 0.3 is corresponding to 6, so I name them this 0.3 point as C. Okay, now I get A, D, C and B. what I do, I have to find how I will get the area of graph. What is the graph? What is the graph? Area of the graph A, B, C, D. To find the area of graph, basically it is an trapezium. So I also know that area of trapezium is equal to area of triangle plus area of rectangle. If I draw a line from D and name this point as E, this intersecting point DE, this intersecting line gave me two areas, area as ABED as a rectangle and DCE or DEC as triangle. Okay, so I will do distance is equal to area of ABCD from graph. To find the area of ABCD, see मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, also mention here. To find the area of ABCD, we will draw a line from D and the intersecting point we will name it as E. Now there are two areas, ABED as rectangle and DEC as triangle. Okay, now distance is equal to, I know distance is equal to area of ABCD. This is area of trapezium ABCD. तो area of trapezium का formula is equal to area of rectangle plus area of triangle. अब area of rectangle का formula is length into breadth and area of triangle is equal to 1/2 of base into height. अब ये length into breadth कैसे find करूँगी मैं? I'll let you know. See this AD, this is the area of triangle. What is this? First try to see where is a rectangle. ABED is rectangle. अब इसका area find करना है तो area क्या होता है? Length into breadth. यानी इसकी there are two lengths, there are two breadths of rectangle. तो आप कोई भी ले सकते हैं, आप AD ले सकते हैं, आप DB ले सकते हैं, BE ले सकते हैं, आप AB ले सकते हैं, आप DE ले सकते हैं. तो I took this length as AB and I took breadth as AD. ठीक है, I took AD and AB. See, I took AD and AB. This AD and AB. Okay, now base into height. Where is I? Base. This is the triangle DEC. अब base कहाँ है? DE is the base of the triangle and CE is the height of the triangle. Okay, DE is the base of the triangle and CE is the height of the triangle. So I write here 1/2 of DE into CE. अब मुझे इसकी value put करनी AD और AB की. See, मुझे यहाँ से value भी मिल जाएगी. AB, what is AB? This AB क्या है? 6, B point is 6 and A point is 2. So if I minus 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, I'll get AB is equal to 4 meter because it is the area of, this is the length. So I have to write in meters. So this is 4. B 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. And what is AD? AD is equal to 0.1. आप इसको यहाँ से जो ये straight है, ये इस line को आप यहाँ से देख सकते हैं, it is 0.1. Okay, तो मैं वहाँ पे लिखूँगी AB as 4 and AD as 0.1. तो अब triangle की बात करें, if I move towards triangle, if I have to find the base of the triangle DE is equal to same. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 and if I have to find the height CE is equal to 0.3 and E is equal to 0.1. So I have to minus 0.3 minus 0.1 is equal to 0.2. It means CE is equal to 0.2. Okay, now see मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ AD is equal to 0.1, AB is equal to 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, DE is equal to 6 minus 2 is equal to 4 and CE is equal to 0.3 minus 0.1 is equal to 2. अब मैं ये सारी वैल्यूज़ इस इक्वेशन में डालूंगी AD इंटू AB प्लस हाफ ऑफ DE इंटू CE. जब मैं इस इक्वेशन में ये वैल्यू डालूंगी I'll get 0.8 meter as distance. I hope you have understand all the three graphs. Hope you will follow all these steps properly and with the help of these triangle graphs you will be able to solve the numericals also. The PDF of the PDF of this video is also given in the description box. Hope you will find that PDF also. Thank you so much.